Billy Hargrove, full story, biography, powers and abilities, Stranger Things. Billy Hargrove is one of the most complex and tragic figures in Stranger Things. Introduced as a villain and bully, his story slowly unravels to reveal a deeper pain, a fractured soul, and ultimately a powerful act of redemption. Portrayed by Dacre Montgomery, Billy left a lasting mark on the town of Hawkins. William Billy Hargrove was born in California in the late 1960s or early 1970s. His childhood was far from ideal. He was raised by an abusive, controlling father named Neil Hargrove, who constantly berated and beat him. Billy's mother, a loving and gentle presence, eventually fled the toxic household, leaving Billy behind. This abandonment deeply scarred him and helped forge the aggressive, angry young man he would become. The trauma Billy endured as a child taught him to bury his emotions behind a tough, hypermasculine exterior. Over time, his pain turned into rage. He became reckless, confrontational, and cruel, especially toward those he viewed as threats or inferiors. His personality is built around dominance, appearance, and control, all masking his inner suffering. When Billy was a teenager, his father remarried, and they moved to Hawkins, Indiana. Billy was forced to live with his new stepsister, Max Mayfield, whom he resented. In truth, Max represented freedom, something Billy believed he could never have. Season 2, The Arrival of a Storm. Billy arrives in Stranger Things Season 2 as the new bad boy in Hawkins. With his loud car, rebellious attitude, and volatile temper, he quickly becomes a threatening figure. He bullies Steve Harrington and tries to control Max with intimidation and fear. Although he doesn't play a direct role in the supernatural events of Season 2, Billy's presence adds a human layer of danger. His rage, fueled by his abusive upbringing, makes him unpredictable and menacing. But subtle moments, like when he's berated by his father, show us there's more beneath the surface. Season 3, The Possessed. In Season 3, Billy takes center stage in the dark supernatural plot. During his job as a lifeguard at the Hawkins community pool, he's attacked by a creature from the upside down. That creature, the Mind Flayer, takes control of his body, turning Billy into its puppet. As a possessed vessel, Billy begins capturing townspeople and delivering them to the Mind Flayer. They are absorbed and turned into a monstrous entity known as the Flayed. Billy's body and mind are now the host for a terrifying evil. Yet deep inside, a part of Billy still remains, afraid, confused, and in pain. Throughout the season, his possession creates a duality: he is both villain and victim. While the Mind Flayer uses his body, his soul is trapped in a prison of memory and fear. In the Season 3 finale, during the battle at the Starcourt Mall, 11 reaches into Billy's mind using her psychic abilities. She shows him a memory of his mother, the beach, the sunshine, her smile. In that moment, Billy remembers who he really is. He isn't just a monster. He's a broken boy who once knew love. With a final act of courage, Billy breaks free from the Mind Flayer's control, just long enough to save 11 from being killed. He steps between her and the monster, sacrificing himself in an act of pure redemption. Billy dies in Max's arms, having finally found peace in the face of death. It is a heartbreaking and powerful end for a character once consumed by rage. Powers and abilities. While Billy Hargrove has no innate supernatural powers, he possesses significant attributes that make him a formidable presence even before being possessed by the Mind Flayer. Pre-possession abilities. Peak physical fitness. As an athlete and lifeguard, Billy is strong, fast, and agile. Combat skills. He is a skilled street fighter, demonstrated in his brutal battles with Steve Harrington. Intimidation. Billy's presence is intense and threatening. His glare, voice, and demeanor command fear. While possessed by the Mind Flayer. Superhuman strength. The Mind Flayer enhances Billy's physical power dramatically. He can overpower multiple people with ease. Pain resistance. While under control, he feels little to no pain, making him an unrelenting foe. Enhanced reflexes. Billy moves with unnatural speed and precision while possessed. Manipulation. The Mind Flayer uses Billy's charm and voice to lure victims, especially vulnerable or trusting individuals. Billy Hargrove's journey is a tale of torment, fury, and ultimately, salvation. He began as the enemy, the bully, the unstable threat in the background. But the truth was far more tragic. Billy was a boy consumed by darkness not entirely of his own making. In the end, he broke free from the evil that controlled him. Not through power or force, but through memory, love, and sacrifice. He saved the very people he once endangered. He showed that even the most broken souls can find a moment of light. Billy Hargrove teaches us that behind every monster is a story, and sometimes, the greatest strength is choosing to protect others, even when you're afraid. His final breath wasn't one of hate, but of heroism. And in that moment, Billy became something more than a villain. He became a tragic hero. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary character stories.